What is up, folks? Welcome back to another live stream repair. Okay, let's see. Got a few things waiting here, a few things that just showed up. Ooh, let me go grab my laptop and my USB adapter because I see we have a rig. Okay. We are prepared now. Kinda. What have we got to fix here today? Cheers. Oh, almost forgot. Perfect. All right. Where were we? Ooh. The first one up, in fact, is going to be a brick. We've got the blankies here. Or at least we thought. Oh, well, it would help if our power cable was plugged in over here. That's right, I forgot. We were working on a second gen in our last stream. Unfortunately, we got pretty close, but not close enough. We fixed the power issue. We found a shorted capacitor on the logic board. Unfortunately, it seems, to the best of our guess, that the short had fried probably the main CPU on there, as it no longer produces sound. We tried resetting it, we poked around, we spent quite some time with it, and unfortunately it's looking like a no fix for that second gen with no power. Got it powering on, but unfortunately no sound, which was such a punch in the gut after getting so close and finding the short. But you know, they can't always be a grand slam. So we've got number 379 here. Where's my mouse? Number 379, a brick. Let's go ahead and shoot them a message. After we take a look at number 379 here, what else do we have? We are going to look at number 318 for no power. Let's find them and shoot them a link. And then we've got 387 with no power. And then we've got Eric again with no power. Anonymous, no power. In RMA, this one we recently fixed, and it had power issues. I believe when they got it back it started rattling, so unfortunately we had to take that back, and we're going to take another look at it. Last but not least, we've got Kevin with no power. And if we get through all of that in a reasonable time, there's a bunch of other stuff that we can take a look at here. So, number 379, that is what we are here for now. Where did Chris go? Where did Chris go? Oh, Chris is the second gen. That's right. That's right. Here we are. So, how do we deal with this? Well, we don't know if it's a hardware issue or a software issue. And we don't know until we attempt our USB restore. It looks like no one's been in here yet. So that's nice. Let's go ahead and use protection. We don't want to scratch that up. Let's get our handy dandy fancy pants USB adapter connected. And let's see what we are dealing with. Alright, we will plug in our USB. USB is connected universally and serially. Let's get our power connected. Let's attempt a USB restore. It pwned, it reset, and it is pushing the firmware. We'll go ahead and get the screen share going while we're getting this. Avert your eyes, please. I would like to sign in. Thank you. You can now look. Alright, here we are. I'm gonna do not disturb myself so no one doxes themselves asking where their stuff is. And let's see, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. It looks like it's creating the file system, so it's talking to the NAND. That is a very good sign. I think this one's going to restore. Let's take a look at number 379 here and if they opted for hardware maintenance or just the USB restore. Let's see, they did opt for the maintenance on this one, whether it's just a software issue or not. So look at that. Okay, I am going to put this laptop down to the side. And we are going to do a little bit of multitasking here. I'll scoot that over. Let me take this. Can I filters, add? Oh, I can't. Oh, but I can do that. Oh, lovely. All right. Where can we put this guy? I think we can put him up here. I think he'll be pretty happy. Pretty happy up there. All right, well, now we can watch that while we work on some other stuff. Let's take a look at number 318 with no power, while number 379 is restoring via software, because that can take some time. It's already 30% of the way there. Goodness, that'll be done before we take this thing apart, chances are. But let's go ahead and sanity check our symptoms here. I'm borrowing my power cable from the Kilowatt, so I can't check its power draw. But we can at least make sure, yep, it's not powering on, it's not lighting up, it's not doing nothing there. So that looks like a perfectly repairable no power pod. Let's dig in. Widnaz, what is up? Hope you're doing all right out there. Alright, looks like it's at 48% on that software restore there. Most hardware issues would have caused this restore to fail by now. We're not fully out of the woods yet. The chances are looking great. Oh, lost the thing there. That's okay, we can just leave it there and it'll be there for us when we put this all back together. No problem. I think we need a refill here. Awful. Truly, truly awful. That was an abysmal attempt. Alexander, hold on. Welcome, welcome. Let me make sure I didn't forget you here. Oh, yes, yes, okay. You hit us up about a pod you got that's stuck on an older version. It looks like that USB restore is almost done. very good news, because I don't have any logic boards for Space Gray HomePods at the moment. I've only got a bunch of white ones. So if this ended up needing a logic board, they would have had options, but it would have been a little more difficult. When you do the software restore, you can only restore with the current OS version. Anything that Apple has stopped signing, basically anything that's not the current version, won't let you restore with it. So right away it'll boot up to the current OS, and you won't have to deal with updates until another update comes out. But once it's restored, it's like any other HomePod. You don't have to worry about updates or resetting it or anything. There are some very rare exceptions to that, but generally speaking, it looks like 379 has already finished restoring here. Let's go ahead and check that. We'll get rid of our Mac OS screen since we don't need that up there anymore. Give me the sweet sounds of setup. Might be time for a new bit here. Yikes. I have been passively trying to keep a number of logic boards set to the side on older versions just for potential research purposes and just like funsies. But I generally wouldn't bother going out of my way to I wouldn't bother going out of my way to bother someone for one. Now, if you're just gonna throw it away, I got a good trash can for you. I'll even pay you for its trip to my trash can. But if you're trying to get it fixed and it's just stuck on an older version, that is almost always an easy one to push the update through. Well, here we have, let's go ahead and move this to the side so I don't mess up my iron and my iron doesn't mess up this HomePod. Whoa. Well, that is fantastic. Do we have any other bricks here? Nope. That was the only brick for today. And it just worked. Wonderful. Alright, well, we will go ahead and knock out the hardware maintenance on John's... Well, oh, John, welcome. Welcome to the chat. Glad you could make it and witness the magic of a 3D printer and a USB cable. We will go ahead and crack it open and take care of that hardware maintenance to prevent issues like what happened to number 318 here from happening to your pod now that it's in good shape software-wise. We want to keep it in good shape hardware-wise. And you should be somewhat familiar with that with your other HomePod that we fixed up. It'll get the same treatment to keep mostly the same stuff from happening. John, what is up? Welcome. You were able to replace the A diode and save a HomePod on the cheap. Oh, very nice. Welcome. Welcome, and hope you don't go broke trying to get too many more to fix up. It gets addicting real fast there. Wow, this flux kind of sucks, I have to say. I kind of hate it. I gotta say. I can't wait for my new stuff to show up here. Okay. Our filters are looking good. Let's flip it around. Let's get that dead diode out of here. That's what's causing our power issue. Those filters that we just replaced, that was purely a preventative measure to keep the death farts away, since all ceramic caps naturally decay over time and lose their effectiveness at filtering DC voltage, and DC voltage is what kills speakers and amps. We want to stay ahead of that, especially after seeing it already happening in so many of these, and I don't want to get this back for any preventable reason. I really don't want to get it back for any reason unless they're giving it to me or selling it to me. So we've been doing it here for as long as we've known better. As soon as we cracked the case on death farts and found out how to not only repair it, but determine what most likely causes it, we decided that it became standard procedure as part of any other hardware repair a HomePod gets taken apart for here. I don't want to just squeeze the bottom one, I want to tap those top two and make sure that they're fully connected as well. I think that's a problem some people probably miss, and that's the ground connection for the diode. So I mean, if it's not connected to ground, it's not going to work. And then people don't have that solder or that replacement diode fully reconnected when they replace it. They go to power it on and kablooey, boom goes the step-down converter right next to it. Effectively, without it being soldered on there all the way, you've got it pretty much disconnected And I've tested what happens when there's no diode on these boards. Because, you know, for people that are really desperate, it would be nice if they could just remove the dead diode and not have to replace it if that fixes the issue, right? But, unfortunately, you can't just remove it and leave it gone. It had a working one has to be there. Otherwise, more stuff gets blown up. Let's get this back together, and let's get back into number 379 there to prevent issues like this one's no power problem from happening. Let's go ahead and undisturb ourselves because I don't want to miss any important calls from wifey while she's out. I do like having my messages on both my Mac and my phone, but I do gotta remember to put it on Do Not Disturb so that when I'm screen sharing that software restore, people don't accidentally dox themselves texting me while we're streaming. Learned that lesson early on. Thankfully, no one really got affected, but it's just all the small things you don't think about. Oh, I didn't see that until now. Are there any other devices you want to get into fixing? What was it about HomePods that got my attention? I'm always on the lookout for stuff that needs to get fixed, especially the stuff that there isn't a known fix out there or a shop already working on it. Like, I don't want to do iPhones and MacBooks unless, you know, unless it's a quick and simple and easy thing. I'm looking for more exotic stuff, like fancy speakers and you know, key fobs and engine computers and whatever random stuff people think of to send our way. We've had Steam Deck shell swaps that we've done a couple of. We've repaired Xbox controllers. Microsoft Surface got a battery swap. A MacBook. We did have a MacBook here a few days ago that took a new battery and a new speakers.
I'm having trouble connecting. I'm having trouble connecting.
Troubles. Not anymore. Okay. Ooh. Let's excuse me. Let's go ahead and knock out the hardware maintenance on number 379 here. And then we can, let's see, 387 is next. Let's see, did we email them? Number 387, yep, we emailed them already. Cool. So, this one took a successful software restore to fix its blinking volume buttons. They have opted for the hardware maintenance to prevent common issues that we get many of these HomePods in here for. So let's get that taken care of. Hopefully no surprises in here. There shouldn't be. It seems to be working fine. Yeah, what's the second half of, or your second question, what got me into HomePods? I got one for myself after being thoroughly impressed by my boss's HomePod, and then I got myself a second one, and then I was like, I need more of these, but I don't want to spend the money on more of these. How can I do that? And I started looking for broken ones. At the time they were pretty cheap and plentiful. No one knew how to fix their issues, except for one guy on YouTube made one video tearing one down and finding that shorted diode. I think he was the first one to ever find that diode issue. And so I bought a few broken ones, and I was hoping just by chance maybe they would have the same issue. And sure enough, I started buying broken ones and fixing them. They all had the same issue, and a common theme started developing. I was like, maybe this is not just maybe I'm not just getting lucky here. Maybe this is like a more common issue than I think, and maybe there's even a demand for a repair service for these, because there's people they were everywhere asking for how to fix these and who can fix them, and no one was really speaking up. So I said, I'll do it. I'll figure them out. I won't take credit for the Schottky diode repair. I have credit for that repair on my website, but most of the other repairs on my website we proudly take. I take credit for finding different creative ways to diagnose them. Death farts is the one that I'm most proud of, because everybody thought it was the wrong component that was causing death farts. And that was another big motivator for me. I'm kind of I'm kind of motivated by proving other people wrong, and I'm motivated by being proven wrong. So I set out to diagnose and find a repair for death farts, and I succeeded. So it's a mix of kind of wanting to make a name for myself and just loving the HomePod itself so much. Like, I still think to this day there isn't anything out there for the size and price that beats everything the HomePod can do. There's all sorts of stuff out there, but nothing hits everything like the HomePod. The size, the price, and the performance. It's perfect. You can put it anywhere, you can stand anywhere around it, and it sounds all the same excellent. There are exceptions, but nothing's perfect. There is no one size fits all, but they did a damn good job making this fit as many people as possible, and I think that, I don't have a huge amount of exposure to different speakers and sound setups, but I would consider my exposure higher than average, and my standards for quality higher than average. And when I first heard a HomePod, and then again when I got a second one and stereo paired them, it was just so damn impressive what they could do for the size and for the price. And it was just a whole new music experience for me. I'd never listened to or felt my music like I had listening to them on HomePods before. I went through and I re-listened to so much. And if I feel that way, I'm sure that there's a lot of other people out there that feel at least the same, if not more. So why not help everyone keep that going? Oh, we're empty. Hold up. Cheers. All right, now let's give this some new filters so that it doesn't get death farts and roasty bass speakers. try to squeeze the rest of my chip quick out. I miss my chip quick. I paid for every ounce. I'm gonna get it. Oh, even just that little amount of chip quick was just so much better than whatever this stuff is. But such is life now. Stefan is back. Welcome back. Alright. Some fantastically fresh new filters on there. What's our diode? We've got a 46K. Sound off the alarms. That is a diode that is known to fail and cause no power. Let's get that replaced. Let's make this all worthwhile. I don't want to get this thing back unless they're giving it or selling it to us. Oh, that is a used one. I'll put that in the used pile. Not that I reuse any of these diodes. I always replace them with brand new ones so that they don't fail. Very nice. That should be one happy HomePod for a very long time. All right. Whoa. I keep dropping my lime, my artificial lime. Okay, number 387. Here we go. What do we got here? No lights, no power. 6 watts at the wall. That looks like the usual dead diode to me. Here we go. Halfway unplugged already. Thank you, manufacturer. Ooh. Oh, for a second it sounded like I could just peel it right off. Oh. Haha. Easy. Alright, here we go, maintenance first. Whoa! Sometimes it just likes to hop out and try and burn my feet off. Smelly, yet satisfying. There it is, our 48K dated stinker of a Schottky diode. Let's get that replaced with a brand new one that'll prevent the problem from happening again. I get that asked all the time, even though I say it in the follow-up email after I fix their stuff, that replacing this diode with a brand new one will prevent the same issue from happening again. Now, there's literally millions of other reasons why these can fail and cause no power, but this won't happen again. And it is the most common cause for no power in these HomePods, so it's safe to say we're good with that. We did bump that little cap nearby, so... Oop, wife just pulled into the driveway. I will be right back. Alright, we are back. My wife got me a snack. We are going to enjoy this really quick before we carry on. Okay. Oh, those are good. Don't get bored with HomePod repairs. Oh, don't you worry. We'll be fixing them as long as they keep showing up. There we go. Fixed that little cap. Got our new diode on there. We're as squared away as a rectangle can be. I think we fixed 1% or more. I think that is I think that's a generous compliment, but a bit of an, well, I'd say, you know, we've fixed more than 3,300 of them by now, but, you know, between 1.5 and 3 million of them were sold. So that's roughly, you know, like 0.1%-ish. We're far from 1%. At least as far as the ones that we've personally touched. But it wouldn't be too far off to think or say that thanks to the info that we've put out there and the fixes we've found, we very well may have helped fix well more than 1% of these out there.
I'm having trouble connecting to the...
Yes, beautiful. Let's take a look at Eric. No lights, no power. Same power draw from the wall. That all looks like the usual dead diode. Zoom, what is up? The second gen, we have not determined the outcome of it yet. I would like to keep it, just for parts. But if they've got any want or use or need for it, then, you know, who am I to stop them? Mike, I have been slowly working on yours. I replaced all the tall electrolytic caps. I replaced, I think it's an inductor. I'm not sure what it's called. The only thing that's left is to reflow a couple of components on there, but all the hard stuff is done. I just have to give it a few more minutes of easy time and fingers freaking crossed. It's all for not all for naught. But I'm always more willing to spend more time to fix something up, even if I'm not making anything on it, than selling someone another board and making money off that. Did you find your space gray? Is he still missing? If you were curious though, it was neither the dented electrolytic capacitors nor the cracked whatever the heck this thing is. I replaced both of those and it still has the same problem. But there was one more area to try before I give up on it. I'm just trying to I'm just trying to hit everything that a loose subwoofer could have possibly hit. Because, gosh, at this point, I mean, I've got probably 50, 60 to 75, like, amplifiers sitting around my room here in various states of condition. Many of them no good for more than parts from similar damage and incidents. So I've got the parts to rebuild your boy. I've just got to find what it is that's causing its issue still. And it should be we should be pretty close, because at least you mounted the board in the shell. So it's not like both the board and the speaker were bouncing around. We're close. He might just be cursed. I might have to give up on him, but I haven't spent, I mean, to me at least, I haven't spent too much time trying to save it yet, and I'm not out of good ideas yet on him. But unlike a lot of board damage that I see similar to that, like I said, you mounted your amp in your shell, so we only have the top half of the board to worry about, and it shouldn't, the board itself shouldn't have gotten bent up at all, so we're not going to be dealing with mystery issues like random traces inside of the multi-layer PCB being broken without a way to test or confirm that. It's just a matter of finding and replacing any obvious physical damage. There it is, a 46K dated diode. Your grandpa sold his MacBook. Oh no. Remind me, Stefan, what was the issue with your HomePod? Because if there was a chance that yours is a hardware issue, I wouldn't even risk it. But if the chances are good that it was just a software issue, then it might. I mean, I can't say it would be worth it just to fix a HomePod, but at least you'd have a MacBook, and maybe you could just return it after you're done and get your money back. I can't suggest that, but I also can't say I've never done stuff like that myself when I was a kid. A 2017 for 200. I mean, that's not too bad. I mean, that would get the job done. But again, you gotta don't fall victim to the sunken cost fallacy. You don't want to put too much money into this, and then at worst, you still can't. It still ends up not being restorable because of a hardware issue. Blinking lights. Yeah, that's right. Yours, you were getting weird issues, but that would look like an issue with running it in a VM. So yeah, unfortunately, with blinking volume buttons, you can't. There's no way to tell. You just kind of have to have a known good working setup to give it your best shot. At least until we see an error that we know points us to a known hardware issue. But so far, I haven't recognized any of the errors that you've been seeing. Oh, almost forgot too. How'd we do that? That's not, that wouldn't be too bad of a deal, Stefan. And I mean, if you don't have a MacBook at all right now, getting a MacBook in trade for an iPhone that otherwise sits in your drawer unused with a little bit of cash on top, you'll probably end up using that MacBook a lot more than just for restoring HomePods, at least I'd hope. But worst case, you can turn around and resell the laptop when you're done with it. Not too bad. Eric is... Whoa, Mike. Shit. All right. Ooh, a 2013 HP. I'm surprised your GPU hasn't died by now.
I'm having trouble.
All right. Two more here to deal with. We're gonna skip number 285 there. That one's an RMA, and that's not gonna be exciting. It's just gonna be a bit warfare from shipping damage. So we're running out of time here. We're running thin, and we gotta get things going. I'll bring the RMA with me into the living room and fix it with my kid. Show her how it's done. Well, anyways, I didn't even look at the power draw on this one. Let's see. 6 watts, 5 watts. That looks like a dead diode to me. Stefan, oh my god. Sounds like my first laptop. Mike, I don't think your screws are just loose. I think they were over-tightened, stripped, and cross-threaded. And you've got a few loose ones rattling around in there too, causing random shorts every once in a while. Depends on the angle that you're standing. But hey, I'd rather lose my marbles and not worry about losing them than worry about losing them. What is in the blue bottle? Tim Cook's Tears. Works wonders at the glue that holds this speaker basket down. Sold on Amazon as 99% isopropyl alcohol, but people look at you weird when you say you yeah. Here we go. Oh, I just along the lines of stripped screws. Apple uses Torx screws because Apple uses Torx screws in their products because if you strip the screw, that only means you're using the screwdriver wrong. No other reason. Here we go. Let's do it. We're going to do a little bit of maintenance first. Nothing special here. We're just going to replace these filters before they need to be replaced, since they're ceramic caps. All ceramics decay over time and lose their effectiveness at filtering DC voltage, which is what these ones are doing to the audio signal, and when that stops happening, it roasts the woofer and other parts of the amp. So we're going to keep that from happening. Dan, welcome, welcome. You never know, Mike. For all we know, it is actually piquing their interest rather than piquing it. We're not here to say what they're saying, we're here to say what we're saying. I will call people out for misspelling a lot, though. A lot is 2 words, not 1. Oh, sounds like Border Patrol's doing their usual rounds again. Either Border Patrol or the one guy that flies his helicopter to Seattle for work every other day, and he's drawing dicks in the sky with his flight pattern again. Shh. Mike, they're watching the YouTube chat now. You can't even say that anymore. They'll find me. Next thing I know, I'll have a knock on my door. And all my pods will be gone. All the ones I care about, that is. All the space gray ones. They can take all the white ones, but they don't want the white ones. They only want the space gray ones. I don't even understand why. They work just fine. They do their job. They perform their home requests. They play my music. They pay their dues. I mean, many of them were free too. So like, it's nothing but a benefit to have them around here. If anything, it's more of a benefit to have my free space gray pods around here than it is any of these broken white home pods that I keep paying money for and finding millions of issues. But you know, that's what people want. So we must abide. Stefan, we're not going there. Okay, we're not going there. We don't talk about stuff like that here. We don't get into that kind of stuff here. We fix electronics. We fix electronics, and we love our space gray home pods here. Apple plans to make a stereo pairing of humble. Okay. Here's the last one for today. The last melon.
I'm having trouble connecting to the...
Yeah.
I'm having trouble.
We all are. Alright. Oh, I dropped my artificial lime again. Here we go, Kevin. Hope you made it here with us. If not, hope you get a chance to rewatch this. Oh no, Mr. Beer. We've got Kevin with no power, and that's the last one for today. Let's take a quick minute break. Go grab a bathroom. Go drink some coffee. We'll be right back. Here we go. Welcome back. Oh no, I just stood in front of the bathroom until a line started to form, and then I just left. That's my favorite prank to do. Here we go. I know you don't appreciate me, Mike. That's why you sent me what you sent me. Jason, welcome back. You caught the tail end of the very last repair for today's stream, but welcome nonetheless. You figured I wanted to challenge you. You're not wrong. Subway. Subway. I haven't had Subway in years. My favorite Subway sandwich is got to be the flatbread breakfast one. Oh, second, and probably tied for second or first place would be the meatball marinara with some cheddar on it. And that's actually minus like a BLT, no mayo, of course. That's pretty much all I'd eat from a Subway. That was epic. Okay. Woo. 4.6K there for a dead diode. No one is surprised. Nah, no provolone, Mike. No white cheese whatsoever. Sorry. I could live without provolone or Swiss or any of that. Please give me cheddar. Give me real cheese. I can't lie. I love McDonald's. I love McDonald's. I hate them as a company, but their food is Burger King and Wendy's have excellent burgers too. And fries. I can't lie. I love all three of them. McDonald's doesn't make me feel like crap after I eat it, the day of or the next day. Wendy's, same thing. Burger King, for some reason, makes me feel like crap. Who knows? Big surprise. But I still love the food. I still love it. I eat like it's my last day alive every day, though. Pre-election incident. Oh no. Are they involved in some way? I'm gonna have to look into this. That might kill my McDonald's appetite. Blue cheese. Oh no. No blue cheese, please. Oh, and oysters too. Huh. Alright. Tell you what, Jason, if I get a gift card for blue cheese and oysters, you can have it. Now, if we're talking fish and chips and clams, sign me up. Sign me up. Put me in a put me in a food challenge involving freaking fish and chips or clams. Oh, It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing you corrected yourself, Mike. I would have never known that you meant to count. I thought you meant for a minute there. I thought you certainly meant accountert, but what would we have done without that follow-up? I'm sorry. That was actually kind of mean. I'm sorry. What are we gonna have for dinner tonight? I have no idea what's for dinner tonight. Might be home pods. In order to compete with newfound business competitors in America. I'm not the only one fixing these things around here now. I've had to cut my repair prices, my fees and costs down. And that means that me and the wife and the kid, we don't buy food anymore. We just eat the dead parts that I get from fixing all these home pods. Big savings, big nutrition. Not so big taste, but sometimes you just gotta deal with it. A 2017 MacBook. I can't remember. Oh shoot, no, I think those are just USB-C. boycotted McDonald's because they're snitches. Oh no. If it means anything to you folks, more motivated to stand for what you believe in with your wallet. I do take advantage of every deal that I can get at McDonald's, and I try not to pay. I try to make it at least feel like I'm getting the better end of the deal. And if you're not using the app to get discounts and deals and use points on free food and what have you, you're paying more for nothing more. But McDonald's and the likes, they all count on that. They count on the fact that people that want to save money will go through the extra effort to use the app to save a couple extra bucks. And they know that there are plenty more people out there that won't bother, happy to pay a full price. What they've succeeded in doing was gaining more customers by getting people that otherwise wouldn't have been a customer, but now they are because they're spending a discount price on the food. I'm not dumb, I'm just very hungry. Very hungry and maybe a little dumb. Well, would you look at that? We wrapped it up before 4. I couldn't ask for much more. I think I'll celebrate with some McDonald's. Maybe get myself a couple of quarter-pounder meals, a 2 cheeseburger meal, and a spicy McChicken with 2 large Cokes, a unsweet tea. It has to be the unsweet tea. I will not tolerate the sweet tea. $100,000 McDonald's challenge, let's go. Show me the money, I'll do it. Hey.
I'm having trouble connecting.
That's what I thought. Alright, folks. I hope you all enjoyed this live stream repair. I'm gonna go figure some food out. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Goodbye.